Job search. The number one site for jobs is Seek. You can also search on the websites of the agencies as Hayes, Michael Page, Chandler McLeod, and many more. Some jobs are advertised on the agency sites only and not on Seek first. If you are targeting a specific company, you can also visit their websites. Sometimes they place a job ad there faster before they promote on Seek. Finding a job can be a full-time occupation when you do not have a job yet. You can spend 6 to 8 hours every day easily on this. One of our friends took job search very seriously. Learning from mistakes, he developed a job application process to a professional level over the years. Many people make the mistake of applying for only 1 or 2 jobs and then they are waiting for the feedback. This is one of the worst tactics. There is low chance that you will get an interview opportunity immediately. Only follow this tactic if you already have a job and you want to change, so time is not so important. The right attitude is, if you search for new jobs every day, apply for 1, 2, or 3 jobs every day, and continue this tactic until you start working. References are super important. The potential employer generally checks them over the phone. Arm yourself with written references from your previous workplaces before you leave your home country, especially if you do not have any Australian experience yet. References should include names, phone numbers, and emails, and that your referee speaks English as well. Sounds obvious, but sometimes it's not. Let's talk about what a good resume looks like. 3 good tips. Tip number 1. No photos, no date of birth, no gender. This gives equal chance for everyone. The language school where my partner was studying hired a new English teacher who was 6 months pregnant. She stopped working after 3 months. In some other countries, she could not have got the job. They cannot ask you during the interview whether you have a family, kids, or if you are pregnant. The decision is made based on your professional experience. And this is great. There are hundreds of websites that talk about how to write an Australian resume and cover letter, what to include and what not. If you are still unsure, there are many companies who will create your resume for $150 to $1,000. Is it worth paying for this service? Think about it. Every day when you are not working, you are losing about $150 to $250, so it may be worth considering. Tip number 2. The resume and cover letter should have 0 grammar mistakes and should include all the keywords that can be found in the desired job advertisement. You especially need this if you apply for a job at a bigger company or agency where they use AI, artificial intelligence, to do the first screening. Your resume is read by a computer software, and if AI finds your experience relevant based on keywords, you will be pushed to the HR person for review. There are jobs that attract many applicants, and recruiters do not have time to read through 20 to 100 submissions. If you have the right keywords, you will be among the few selected ones. Your resume and cover letter should stand out because the HR person will spend less than 1 minute to scan your application to select 2 to 4 resumes who they are going to call and put through a phone interview screening. Your resume and cover letter need some tweaking and adjusting, personalization for every job you apply for. It does take time, but worth the effort. The friend I mentioned, who is a professional job seeker, perfected his resume and also added a 1-pager infographic. Furthermore, you can create an intro video and add the link on YouTube to your resume. If you are applying for a white-collar job, make sure your LinkedIn profile is top-notch. Lots of recruiters check this too. Tip number 3. Australian experience beats overseas practice. But if you are new, how to get one? Getting your first Australian job is key, and this is the hardest to do. Chicken and the egg dilemma. The tactics? If your dream job is unachievable and you kept trying without success, then go for a similar job, but something that is easier to reach. For example, your dream job is a teacher, but you do not have the necessary qualifications yet. Go for an assistant teacher role, or you are a construction engineer but your license is not valid in Australia. Go for a job in the construction industry, like a project coordinator. Even if you take something on temporarily, it will help you get the Australian experience you need to find a better job later. This workplace will also be good for references. Another tactic is to become a volunteer. Yes, you work for free, but you gain experience, and at the same time you are building your network of people you can rely on for references later. Please note that there is a selection process even for volunteers. Non-profit organizations are looking for reliable people with the right attitude. An alternative tactic is to print a couple of copies of your resume and start walking around and drop in nearby coffee shops, companies, smaller businesses, factories, and talk to the receptionist, ask about job openings, leave your CV there. Some examples for jobs that do not require a master's degree and easier to reach: cleaner, barista, waiter, kitchen hand, handyman, gardener, construction laborer, general or factory laborer in different industries, sandwich hand, courier, pizza driver. You can work a couple of months and it will be easier to jump over to your next job. 5 tips for success. Number 1. Search on Seek every day, twice a day, in the morning and early afternoon. Some jobs are posted in the morning, some in the afternoon. Save your industry keywords. Number 2. When you see a job ad that interests you, send your resume immediately or within a couple of hours. You want to be among the first applicants. Don't wait, even if they list a deadline for applicants, which can be weeks away. If you wait, you may be the 20th or the 50th applicant, and you will not be looked at because they already selected 3 or 4 for interviews and they found the right person. Number 3. Have something that stands out and different. No boring resume templates, please. Use colors, perfectly edited, fast to read, bullet points, and summaries. You can use infographics. Number 4. When you get to the interview, prepare your small chat. Research the person on the net who is going to interview you. Prepare your questions and answers and guide the conversation towards those responses that you really want to highlight. You can video yourself and practice if you need more confidence. Also, prepare questions you want to ask about the job and the company. It's quite awkward when they ask you, "Do you have any questions?" And then you don't. Always have questions. This shows that you are genuinely interested. Number 5. Don't get frustrated if you do not get the job, even if you had an awesome interview in your opinion. Analyze it afterwards. What could you have done differently? You can also ask for feedback via email or over the phone to learn from. It is common that not necessarily the best person is hired, but the one whose resume and interview experience were the most convincing, someone who created the best impression.